When you talk about pure driving heritage, very few names carry the weight and respect of Porsche. And the moment the 2026 Porsche 911 GTS comes into view, you immediately understand why this badge has remained one of the most iconic symbols in automotive history. This is not just another sports car trying to look aggressive or futuristic. The 2026 Porsche 911 GTS represents evolution without losing identity. At first glance, the silhouette is unmistakable. That signature sloping roofline, the wide muscular stance, and the perfectly balanced proportions remind you that this design has been refined, not reinvented. Every generation improves, but it never forgets where it came from. The deep red exterior paint doesn't just sit on the surface, it interacts with light. Under a bright showroom environment, the curves come alive, creating reflections that highlight just how carefully sculpted this body really is. The wide rear haunches give it that planted, performance-ready look, while the front remains clean, purposeful, and unmistakably 911. What makes the GTS variant special between everyday usability and track-inspired performance? It's sharper than the standard model, more focused, more athletic, yet still refined enough to live with daily. The black accents, the subtle aerodynamic enhancements, and the center lock-style wheels all signal that this is a driver's car first. Step inside, and the philosophy becomes even clearer. The cabin is not overloaded with unnecessary distractions. Instead, it's designed around you. The seating position is low and perfectly aligned with the steering wheel and pedals, creating that feeling of complete integration with the machine. Materials are premium, but never flashy. Alcantara surfaces, precise stitching, and tactile controls remind you that luxury here is about feel, not just appearance. Press the start button, and the flat 6 engine comes to life behind you, a defining characteristic that has shaped the identity of this car for decades. The sound is mechanical, authentic, and beautifully tuned. It's not artificially amplified. It's real engineering, and you can hear every pulse. As you begin to drive, the first thing you notice is how incredibly responsive the car feels. The steering is alive with feedback, giving you immediate communication with the road. There's no delay, no softness, just precision. You turn the wheel, and the car reacts instantly, almost like it's anticipating your thoughts. Acceleration is strong, but more importantly, it's linear and controlled. The power builds smoothly, pushing you forward with confidence rather than drama. This is performance you can actually use, not just admire on paper. Whether you're merging on or highwaying a corner, the response is immediate and satisfying. The chassis balance is where the 2026 Porsche 911 GTS truly shines. With its rear engine layout refined over decades, the car feels incredibly stable yet agile. There's immense grip, but also a sense of playfulness that makes every curve engaging. It's not about fighting the car, it's about flowing with it. Braking performance is equally impressive. The pedal feel is firm and confidence-inspiring, allowing precise modulation whether you're slowing gently in traffic or braking hard during spirited driving. The entire system feels engineered to give you trust, and trust is everything in a performance machine. Despite its capabilities, the ride quality remains surprisingly composed. This is what makes the GTS such a compelling choice. It doesn't demand perfect roads or perfect conditions. It adapts. You can drive it through the city comfortably, yet the moment the road opens up, it transforms into something far more dynamic. Technology inside the car supports the experience rather than overshadowing it. The digital displays are crisp and modern, but they never take focus away from driving. Everything is positioned logically, allowing you to stay connected to the road instead of navigating complicated menus. As the miles pass, you begin to realize that this car isn't just fast, it's deeply engaging. It encourages you to drive better, smoother, more deliberately. Every input matters. Every response feels engineered to reward precision. And that's what separates the 2026 Porsche 911 GTS from so many others. It's not chasing extremes, it's perfecting balance. Balance between heritage and innovation, between comfort and performance, between emotion and engineering. Even when parked, the car carries presence. It doesn't need exaggerated styling or loud design language to demand attention. Its confidence comes from proportion, detail, and authenticity. People recognize it not because it tries to stand out, but because it has earned its place over time. Driving it is not about proving something to others. It's about experiencing something for yourself. The connection, the sound, the precision, these are qualities that don't fade after a few minutes. They stay with you long after the engine is turned off. The 2026 Porsche 911 GTS is, at its core, a reminder of why sports cars exist in the first place. Not just to go faster, but to make every journey meaningful. Not just to showcase technology, but to create emotion through motion. And in a world that's changing rapidly, where many cars are becoming quieter, heavier, and more disconnected, this machine continues to deliver something rare, a genuine relationship between driver and road. That is what makes it special. That is what makes it timeless. And that is exactly why the 911 GTS continues to be one of the most respected performance cars ever created.